Hello and welcome again to Tommy's Gaelic football predictions. I'm going to do a prediction now on the Kildare Clare match. It's in Ennis tomorrow, and Kildare is unfortunately they're after losing the first two matches, so they're really in trouble now in the league. They need to get a win now tomorrow, and it's no easy match down in Clare. Clare are a tough, hard team for Kildare. I remember a few years ago was down there, was in a backdoor match, and Clare was nearly winning the whole time. And I think Bigini was running the team, and he had to bring on Owen Flaherty. He held Owen Flaherty, I think, in case that he was in trouble, and he did end up in trouble, and had to bring on Owen Flaherty. And Owen Flaherty was, he was an experienced player. He was good enough to be on from the start. But it was a good idea the way he had him for to come on. And they won the game anyhow. They barely won it. They got out and won it. Now, they were playing in the league final in Croke Park a few years ago. And Clare won. Clare got a late goal and won the match. They played in Newbridge a few years ago as well. And Clare got a late goal in that match and beat them. So they're a bit of a bogey team for Kildare. They're no joke. So, Kildare, the last day, no one knows what happened. It was in Newbridge. Kildare normally play well. It was against Cork in Newbridge. They normally play well in Newbridge and they normally win in Newbridge. But they were not in that game at all. The started off bad. Cork got a goal. Then Cork just got point after point after point. And Kildare couldn't get near them. They were absolutely hammered in the finish and they were well beaten. No complaints about that game. So in this game now, hopefully they've done work with them. They have to do massive work with them everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Because defence-wise, Cork were flying through them, and Kildare was having terrible trouble trying to get through packed defence. This packed defence gives Kildare problems trying to get through it. So Clare, are going to be a bit defensive tomorrow as well. They have won one match, so they have 2 points. Kildare is none after 2 games. So Kildare now tomorrow, they really have to win the match, because the next match they're playing is Derry in Newbridge, and I'm looking at Derry there now against Meath, and Derry is absolutely trouncing Meath at the moment. They're playing very well. Derry are a very good team at the moment. So Kildare has to win this match now tomorrow. So hopefully anyway, they've done the work with them, done the work with the backs in the midfield and the forwards, hopefully to get them playing better. And I'm going to chance anyway that Kildare and win. I'd say it's going to be a very tight match, but I'm going to go for a Kildare win anyway in that. Now, that's that. The other match I'm going to do now, I'm going to do the soccer. I normally do Spurs when they're playing. So Spurs are playing West Ham tomorrow. And Spurs are at home. Now that's a derby match. West Ham, I remember a few years ago they were playing West Ham and they were winning by 10 minutes to go, about the winning 3-1, and they ended up either a draw or they were beaten. So these matches, Spurs beat City 1-0, and now they were probably fairly lucky in that, but they still won it. And then they're playing Leicester last weekend, lost 4-1, so they're not consistent in the league at all. They were playing in Europe there during the week, and they were beaten 1-0 again, Now they're very lucky they weren't beaten 3-0, because they missed 2 great chances. Normally would get them, so they might be able to overturn that and to get them back to White Hart Lane, hopefully. So in this match now tomorrow anyway, I'm going to chance Spurs to win again. Hopefully then do it, So Shinna will. Thank you.